Okay, so it's a totally different night than what you're about to see. I thought I lost all this footage, but it just showed back up. So I'm going to go ahead and post it even though it's completely out of time frame with the rest of my videos because I've already posted videos after these, but might as well just put this up. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm sitting here separating out all my plants. Well, I'm actually done now, but I was doing it and then I'm like, oh, I should probably film this. um, but let me show you what I did and what I have and what they look like right now. Okay, so we're at the back of the house, a window that looks out into the backyard. And here's my little babies. Okay. This is my mystery plant that I'm going to do my first ever live tonight and or later on and reveal what this is and take the names of everyone who guessed on my very first video about my seedlings. Very first video ever. And I feel like it's getting little flowers. If that's what those are, please someone tell me. Or if they're just more leaves. Okay. Let me turn y'all around because it might be easy. Are those blooms? Or are they just more leaves? And should I pinch them off? Because I've heard the first couple blooms when they're still young and little, you should pinch off. But anyways. Let's see. Okay. So I will tell everybody what those two are later today. Take all the names that guessed correctly in the comments of that video and draw a name. And then reveal what my little prize is for that person. And then let's see what else we have. These are my Earliana cabbage. They got a little stretched while they were in the house. And little reaching for light. That's not a cabbage. I think that's a misplaced pepper, but anyways. Then I have my tomatoes. They are a cherry tomato. I think it's hybrid super sweet 100 maybe. And they're doing pretty good. Getting pretty full. And then we have cucumbers. There is the Market More 77 and the National Pickling cucumber. But I feel like they are doing pretty good. These are everything that I separated out a while back. And they've been all going outside, even the ones that weren't separated out. Trying to get used to being outside for the last 2 weeks or so. I don't know how long you're supposed to do that, but I knew that we would still have some cold days. So I didn't want to leave them out there yet. But they did spend the night a couple nights when it was pretty warm here. Still cool, but pretty warm. And then I have the only thing that's not separated out are my onions. They're called Countrywide Hybrid, like a red onion. And then we have grand bell pepper mix, and I need to shut this window because I think they're getting too cool. They're getting a little droopy. And then I have, okay, look at this little dude. This is a romaine. I think he's going to die. But my romaine has all been like super floppy and not, this is, oh my goodness. I think it might be another pepper I stuck in the wrong little area. It's not my pepper area. But I don't know. I think I might start a new batch of these real quick because they came up pretty quick. And then that's when I first discovered how many things I had planted together that I shouldn't have. I'm about to close this window real quick. And then over here on the counter, we have habanero. These are what I separated today. Sweet bell pepper. I mean, not bell pepper. Sweet banana pepper. And jalapeno peppers. So they're over here under the grow lights. The other ones are in the window. And then I still have a little bit of dirt left. And these are my clematis vines that I've been trying to grow. So we'll see. I need to get those outside. I have some, I love them. Clematis and passion vine. I have a passion vine outside, a little baby one. Not real baby, but a little small one. But these guys are ready to go outside as soon as I can get their area fixed up. Okay, I just decided something. I'm going to go ahead and take y'all around the house and show you my houseplants. First, I guess we'll get right here by the kitchen sink. I have some. Let me see. Let me get you turned around. Okay, first I have this. Rob gave it to me for my birthday or something, but I cannot grow it. It just keeps turning brown. I mean, it keeps growing, but I feel like it needs to be repotted. I don't know anything about it because it's pushing itself out of this pot. I don't know enough. The tag that came with it only says world's longest blooming plant, and then some watering and lighting and temperature things, which I've been trying to follow, but it just doesn't like anything I'm doing or something. Flowers are dying back. Like even this one that looks good, the petal part, this little cone is starting to die away. So please help with this. I'm going to have some pretty leaves, but not the majority. So I desperately need help with this one. Then we have this guy here who has probably quadrupled in size since we got him. He was inherited from my mother-in-law. When she moved, she couldn't take all of her plants with her. So we got him. Robert loves cactus. We both love anything funky. And this guy's pretty much both. It hasn't flowered in a while. I feel like it flowers. Unless I'm just confusing it with something else. And then we got a little cactus in there, repotted from something else. Ooh. And then I have a snake plant. This was from cuttings. So I think it's doing pretty good. Just not very full, but it's growing good. It's like a variegated kind. I think the variegation, I need to learn when the variegation will get better, if that's in more or less light. I always grow some green onions in the windowsill. These don't look that hot. Might be time to change them out. But you can buy a bunch of green onions if you're not like a gardener, which I wasn't. This is all new. But I've always done this. Just buy them at the grocery store, put them in some water, and just keep growing your own green onions. You can do that with a lot of things. Here is my pineapple. It's grown quite a bit. It was in a smaller pot, but I repotted it to this one. It probably needs a way bigger pot to actually do anything, but that's where it's at for now. Have some more tiny cactus, some fake lavender kind of flowers, another violet that needs to move back into the bedroom, my aloe vera plant. I use it for burns and stuff. I'm trying a cutting right there in that blue bottle of, oh my goodness, clematis. Then I have this Hoya, which is a cutting from the one that you'll see later in the bathroom. And then I have this orchid. Okay, we had some lost footage, so I'm just going to fill it in with, we're in the bedroom now, and this is a hodgepodge of different cuttings that I've gotten from a lady at work. She's like a little plant whisperer. And there's some Jew in there and some other things I'm not real sure about. And then I have my African violet, some English ivy, and then gladiolas in the window. And yes, I'm kind of OCD, so they go from tallest to smallest. Those are those. And then over here I have this, what I call purple waffle plant, but I'm really not sure what it's called. Let me turn the light on. Oh. There we go. Its bottom leaves get kind of crusty and fall off as it starts to push up new leaves, but the undersides are like beautiful purple color, even on the baby ones. But as they get bigger, it gets deeper. I really like him. He definitely tells me when he needs watered, because it gets real droopy, but a little bit of water in it perks right back up. So I like that in a plant. And then I have this. I don't remember what it's called, but I just love the veining, the pink veins in the leaf. And it's never been a full plant. It's always been like these few little stalks. Now they've gotten taller and stuff, but it may be my little octopus that's preventing that. I'm kind of a kid in that way. I like little figurines and little stuff in my plants hidden in them. Then I have up on this other shelf a purple passion plant that I think it's purple passion. Anyways, that looks so sad. But I've done everything I can think of to help it. I've followed the instructions and then tried other ways, tried different sun. It just stays just like this. That's it. Never perks up, never gets much bigger. I mean, it grows slowly. That's a new leaf. But anyways. And this guy is a Shufflera. And it's the kind with the variegated bark. Let's see if we can see it. But he's really cool and he's doing really good right here. And then in the bathroom, by the window, we want to have one small window in here. I have a Hoya because I thought that maybe it needed to be in a more humid environment. It has never bloomed, but does keep growing and has some pretty big, pretty leaves. But if you know anything about Hoyas, this is another inherited plant from my mother-in-law, and I have transplanted a piece of it just to see if I could propagate it, but it's pretty cool. I have this Pothos in the living room. Needs dusted pretty bad. But I love Pothos. You can neglect them and they still do really well in not the best environments, because I don't have a lot of light in my house. I have sunscreens on all of my windows, the dark screens, so it prevents light in a lot of ways, or it's more filtered light, I guess. So plants don't do too well. But I've had this for years and I do cut it back and stuff just so it's not dragging the floor or crawling across the entertainment center. And then over here we have Cactus in the upper window. Everything in the living room is up high so the dogs don't get to it. But different kinds of cactus, also inherited. I don't know the names of all of them, have never learned. I should. Another forgiving plant, cactus. So over here I have this is on the bar between the kitchen and the living room. I have a curly palm, and they are very easy to care for plants because I'm definitely not an overwaterer. I am a underwaterer, and these guys carry water in that big fat base of their trunk, so, and they deal with my light situation, or he does. This is a root of some sort that Robert found while at work and decided he was funky looking bug-like thing, so he just made him live in the top of the tree. Anyways, I have another little Pothos here, another set of cactus, and then we're back around to the kitchen.